In 1992, the aid budget was, I think, £40 million or 40 million punts, and now it's over 900 million. So during that period of economic prosperity, Ireland has been able to develop our overseas engagement with the poorest countries, and we work very closely with our European partners in this endeavour. And of course, Europe is the biggest donor, in particular to Africa, and our aid budget is directly linked to our GNP. And that's why when our economy was growing very quickly, it was actually quite difficult to keep up our percentage of aid as a proportion of, as a percentage of GNP. But we did manage to increase our aid in accordance with our ability to pay, in accordance with the growth in our economy. Unlike other countries, in fact, our aid programme grew much faster than other European aid programmes. All of the countries where we are engaged with are the poorest countries, mostly in sub-Saharan Africa. All of them would have food insecurity, and they would have had a legacy of war, conflict, despotic rule. They're essentially emerging democracies, facing all of the problems of capacity that emerging democracies face. But then, as if things weren't bad enough, the pandemic of AIDS arrived, which has reversed a lot of the development gains that had been made in the 70s. And that's why the Irish government programme of bilateral assistance, government-to-government assistance, is so firmly engaged and focused on those countries in Africa. It makes a huge difference. It saves lives. And I think of any of the endeavours that we are funding, I think I would cite health and education as the primary agents of development in those countries. A target was set by the UN that developed nations should reach a stage where they could invest 0.7% of their GNP on aid to developing countries. Very few countries have reached that target. Only 3 countries, or 3 or 4 countries have reached it or exceeded it. We are on track to reach that target in 2012. We are now, next year we'll be at 0.6% of GNP. I think that is a test of our civilised values as a nation. And as I said, we don't do wars, we do conflict resolution, peacekeeping and global human development. And I think that should continue to be a major part of our foreign policy and really a statement of the sort of people that we are and have been.